Okay, this is another synSpace drone runners test, and the subject this time is rendezvousing with other ships and using your radar. So I launch it. This is on the $50 Kindle that just came out. So it's connected to a game server, and we can tell by these thumbs up here that there are a couple other players here. And in fact, if I move the Kindle out of the way, you can see here are the other two players. I've got one on a 6-inch phone and one on a 8-inch tablet. The red player and the blue player. So I will be the green player. So there's a user's guide you can read if you want to. I have previously drawn a shell that I think is supposed to look a little bit like a turtle, and a face that has some sort of alien turtle face. And I'll set my initial pods to be mostly engines, or largely engines. And then I will launch. So I've now entered the map. And the first thing you can do is you can pinch zoom. I'm using my thumbs here. The more of the world you can see, the slower it will be. You can, if you turn on show frame rate, you can see your frame rate in the lower right hand corner. So again, this is on the $50 Kindle, and with the zoom fairly far out, I'm getting 31 frames per second. Okay, so, but that's kind of ugly on the camera, I think, so maybe that's prettier. Also, I want you to pay attention to this this circle around your ship. In fact, first of all, let's show that this is my ship, little turtle. Okay, and I can use this weird camera feature to change the angle of the camera and zoom out so you can see from above it's really a circle. Anyway, but I don't recommend playing like that unless you like it that way. I prefer an angle, and I prefer it straight behind the ship. Okay, so there are various meanings to the radar circle around you, but let's focus on the fact that there's that little red line there. So let's fire our engines and head towards that red line. That long green line, the greens, there we go. And see how the red line is pointing at the red ship there? And as we go past it, the red line keeps pointing at it. Or it keeps pointing on the camera heading that would take us to it. It's the compass heading that would take us to it. So there it is. That's what the red line is trying to say. And we can see now there's a green line also. So let's head towards the green line. Or I guess that's a blue line. And I keep flying by watching the camera image instead of watching the actual ship. Here we go. Here's a blue guy. Here's a blue guy. Okay, and if we look from the point of view of the red guy, he doesn't see anybody around him. And if we look from the point of view of the blue guy, you can see that he sees us kind of moving away from him. And we agree, we see us moving kind of away from him. So let's kind of head a little towards him. I'm backing up towards him. So now we got to look at his point of view. He sees us backing up towards him. And just because we have a better view, let's head off to the blue guy. The red guy. Let's head to the red guy, and we'll show homing missiles. Okay, here's the red guy. So we stop near him. And I can fire regular missile, regular bullets, bing, 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 and he sees them. He sees me shooting them. And if I aim at him and shoot him, he sees a little explosion. He agrees. And if I do it enough, we see that his hit points went way down. So he's almost dead. Okay, but now I'm going to switch to my fancier weapon because I picked one up. My homing missiles. And for these I need a target, so I have to click on his thumb and then click on set target. Click. And now we see there's that little target next to the thumb. So he's my target. So if there was no one else in the room but us, then it would automatically pick him as my target. So what I want to do is fire one of my little can't miss homing missiles, but do it in that fun way that can miss. So I have to be a little distance away from him, and then facing kind of at right angles to that. And then when I fire my missile, it goes, but it has a maximum turning speed, and it just can't quite turn fast enough to actually hit the guy. And there's a range of angles for which that's true. So I'll just launch a bunch. And you see I ran out of charge. The only thing preventing you from saving up 10 of these and launching them all at once is the charge required to launch them. Anyway, so you see he's got 4 of these unstoppable homing missiles trying to kill him, but he is safe as butter, as I'm sure he probably says to himself every morning. And that's how you protect yourself from homing missiles. These are going to time out in a moment. Is that the first one? Yeah, now there's only 3. Cool camera angle, huh? And they should be timing out now. Come on, time out. There went 1. That's only 2. They blow, not coincidentally, they kind of blow up when they're close to me, because that's where they were created. I don't know if that makes complete sense. Well, anyway, end of this film.